Misses with that jab. Nice counter punch right up the middle. And that hook misses. When are we going to see a jab from these two? The straight right just misses. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Those counter punches have to hurt. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. This fighter has determined that they can walk through any punches that their opponent throws, and that's a very confident spot to be in.
I've seen some fighters with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. About Johnson in that last round. And around. There's the bell for round 4. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Putting the pedal to the metal, but has to be careful that he doesn't run out of gas. That right hook catching air. There's no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. You can't afford to make one single minor mistake.
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
He threw the hook, didn't land. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. His stamina is off the charts. A lot of effort being exerted here. He needs to be careful not to punch himself out. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Johnson in that last round. Well, he is in big trouble here. He may have been saved by the bench. Things are starting to heat up now as we enter the 5th. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
These are heavyweights, but I tell you what, that hand speed and footwork, they look like middleweights.
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain now.
And he fails to score with that left hook. The straight right just misses. That uppercut misses. Nice counter shot. You've seen all the famous boxing movies, the training scenes, the gym work. That's what it all boils down to. Who's going to have more endurance?
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in a fight. They've got to relax.
He slipped to avoid the jab. Beautiful counter shot. Catch and shoot. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Johnson in that last round. They've got the momentum. They've got the... There's the bell to start round 6. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Might want to think of holding on here for a minute. Punch, counter punch. They hit like heavyweights, but they move like middleweights. Truly elite level stuff here.
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
His stamina is off the charts. Perfect counter lands. The only fear you have with this heavyweight is has he punched himself out? Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard. One of the best attributes to have in boxing has nothing to do with boxing. It's how well you can take a punch to the face.
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Talk about Johnson in that last round. Now you start wondering how much work these... And there's the bell for round 7. They let it all hang out in the last round. What do they got left?
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
Big shot, and down goes Ali. I think that will look even more dramatic in slow motion.
That's lights out right there.
The referee deems they can continue, but this might be a big mistake.
Somebody can smell blood here. They can smell blood. They've got to be smart. Get in there. Then boom, back in the same spot again. It happened once. You got away with it. You can do it again.
He threw a punch and just got countered. You need to turn this around halfway through.
Not the best start, but you know what? The cornermen now, it's down to them doing their job. Get through the round, regroup, right, freshen up, boom. Different tactics.
Good counter punching. The straight right just misses. The only fear you have with this fighter is has he punched himself out? to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. Final 10 seconds here, and the corner is going to have their work cut out for them. He's been knocked down, but at least not knocked. And there's the bell for round 8. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
Todd, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel, because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
Well, just a couple rounds left, Johnny. What's your assessment so far?
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
That counter punch caught him clean. Incredible work rate. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Incredible firepower from both of these heavyweights. What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
You can see the heavy breathing, but that's not slowing him down. There's a big difference between being the aggressor and the effective aggressor. Which type are we seeing so far?
I've seen some aggressive fighters. They can terrorize the life out of you before they've even thrown a shot. The strength they have, the speed they have, and that knockout punch, they want to punch through you. They don't want to punch you. They want to punch straight through you. So you've got to be careful.
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. No surprise there, a unanimous decision.
What a whitewash. You know, that's skills, that's class, that's levels. One is up there, one is down there, but you know what? The loser is going to have to learn a big, big, hard lesson. I totally agree.
Now what we gonna do right here is settle the score. Look around you. We got a whole room full of monsters. We gonna shut it down like this. Let's go. Yeah. The tricks of the trade, the rules of the game. I've been to the top and I've been to the bottom. I tell you, they look about the same. I can speak about comfort. I can speak about pain. You wanna come do this? Study my movements. Go up and sit in the grain. See, I never heard of vacations. Bro, that word to me is insane. I'd rather put hands in the dirt as I put in the work and watch suckers complain. Cause on it regardless, who go the hardest? Whole family is just chock full of ballers. Who wanna tell them I never been there? I step in the circle, just know I'm prepared. I win or I learn, I never will lose. The fork in the road, which one will you choose? Look, the people need answers. You ready to dance? This one for the chance.
We welcome you to Cambrian Hall. When you think class, this is the place to be. And next to me for the broadcast, the one and only Johnny Nelson.
The pleasure's always mine, my friend.
It's time for our tale of the tape. It's the incomparable Roy Jones Jr. It's the incomparable. And up against them, it's Antonio Tarver. You're looking at the Magic Man, one of the best.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the...
Expectations are sky high for this fight. Will it live up to the hype? We're about to find out.
This is an arena fight.
These two fighters promised us an offensive show. Let's see if they deliver. Nice idea, and that hook lands. They are chin-checking each other. A perfect counter lands. I know boxing fans around the world feel like Christmas morning with these two finally in the ring.
Did you see the nerves on that fighter stepping into the ring, Tom? It can tell you so much about a fighter. And the look in the opposite corner. You've got one fighter that is in heaven. This is where they want to be.
Beautiful counter shot. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you. And so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Left hook missed. Beautiful counter punch. Punch, counter punch. There's a counter shot. Did you see that? Tarver in some serious trouble. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Roy Jones in that last round. I promise you, all three... Well, we've just taken a big breath, and here we go again. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
That jab misses. If you're a counter puncher, then basically you do the counter attack. You let them get their punch off first, and then you answer in kind.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be honest. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think light. Concentrate.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. An upset of the year, perhaps, right before our eyes. Putting the pedal to the metal, but has to be careful that he doesn't run out of gas. This counter fighter believes in the anything you can do, I can do better. They'll let you throw a punch first, and they'll answer you and usually hit you harder.
They have got great ring IQ. Counter punches are the best.
To be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Roy Jones in that last round. Well, this is... There's the bell for round 3. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
His stamina is off the charts. Counter punch. Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. Catch and shoot. straight right just misses. They exchange punches. And he scores with the counter. Good counter punching. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard. He threw a punch and just got countered. You couldn't write a script like this. This is like Rocky versus Apollo. That counter punch caught him clean. Those counter punches have to hurt. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Roy Jones in that last round. That was almost a 10-8 round. Complete. Here we go to the fourth round. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
You can see the heavy breathing, but that's not slowing him down. I think it's safe to say one of these fighters certainly has a significant speed advantage. You can tell who it is.
Having so much speed, what happens to your opponent is you get cut to ribbons, and that's when the referee...
And Tarver crushes to the canvas. As we watch it again one more time, appreciate the perfection of that knockout shot.
Where did that come from? What a shot.
So it's onward and upward after a knockout win here.
Oh, what a shot. What a shot. You see shots like that in the gym. At least for once, this is on TV. Thousands around the world saw that shot. They probably even heard it.